Amama Mbabazi ani amujjukira kati akomyewo naye alina ekimuluma kimu ebikolobero bya Muhoozi naye asitukiddemu agamba nedda omwana asusse we yandikomye omwana simanyi naye kati oba nze nzirako oba essaawa yonna anampamba nantwala mu basement nti nedda bino si bye twalwanirira bino si bye twateekateeka eggwanga laffe si bye twagala libeere bwe liti ono omwana asusse tugenda kwogera naye tugenda kukola ekisoboka bw'agaana okukyusa ebinaddira tatunenyanga nti Regional Museveni twogera tumugamba naye omwana ng'asusse lwaki omwana ne tumugolola ettumba lwaki omwana si we yandikomye Regional Museveni bw'abagamba kimu anti oyo ye muwolerezi wange anti oyo alina okunzirira mbigere wololololo naye Amama Mbabazi agamba naye agenda okuddira mbigere ng'ate abonyaabonya abantu akola bukozi bikolobero bantu okitegedde kati Amama Mbabazi agambye bannayuganda mugume gye bazireegera si gye zivugira bw'ayogedde ako ne mmanya nti ono musajja mwanyumuku ku Luganda naye Amama Mbabazi tamanyi Luganda agambye gye bazireegera si gye zivugira mbwera ajjanjaba omulwadde si yamusikira nekubbenga ne ngamba wagwan waliwo ekijja kinene abasajja bali munda mu ssako za NRM nabo si basanyufu abasajja bakoze ne Museveni abatandika naye nabo si basanyufu ku bikolobero omwana byakola yefudde naggwano yefudde nnyini wano Amama Mbabazi agambye olunaku lugenda kukya Muhoozi oli mu kweterawo misango eginaakuvunaanya nga tewali akuwolereza kitaawo nga tasobola kuwolereza naffe tasobola kuwolereza mukyalo tasobola kuwolereza nnyoko tasobola kuwolereza tewali asobola kuwolereza kubanga okola ebivve abannansi aye n'obyewaaniramu neewaako n'obujulizi tewali we twegaanira wabula buli kyokola n'okiwaako obujulizi nti munnange okalya ddakaddadda wulira ebigambo bya Mbabazi.
And above all, by Allah, who entrusts human beings with responsibilities that must be discharged with justice, integrity, and humility. Leadership in Islam is not a privilege to be enjoyed. It is a responsibility for which one will ultimately be held accountable. Every decision, every vote, every allocation of public resources, and every action taken in public office carries both earthly and spiritual consequences. Honorable members, I keep looking this way because I gather this is where the MPs are, to my left. I hope ideologically you are to my left. My remarks will simply address what I believe is your mission as our, as our political leaders for the next 5 years. You assume leadership at a particularly significant moment in Uganda's history. Your generation of political leaders, you know, my generation is, I don't accept those who say it is past, because I'm still here. But your generation of leaders, because when I was in Parliament, when I started, I think our Parliament was 30 or something like that. Now Muslims alone are 62. So you can see how far we have moved. So your generation faces what may well be the most ultimate test of stewardship. Uganda stands at the threshold of becoming a petroleum-producing nation. Our oil will begin to flow this year. The last time I got a briefing from Sinuk, they expect that by October this year, oil will begin to flow in our pipeline, which is being, the construction of the pipeline is being finalized now as we speak. This historic development presents tremendous opportunities, but it also presents equally significant risks. Around the world, many nations blessed with abundant natural resources have unfortunately fallen victim to what economists call the resource curse, where vast natural wealth produces economic distortion, corruption, inequality, and social instability, rather than broad-based prosperity. Your 5-year mandate, therefore, carries a monumental responsibility to guide Uganda's transition into petro-state status without succumbing to the resource curse, to ensure that petrodollars become a foundation for sustainable and generational wealth rather than temporary consumption and missed opportunity. History will judge this generation of leaders, you, not by how much oil Uganda extracts from the ground, but by how wisely the proceeds are invested in the future of our people. Historical mission, built upon 3 interrelated pillars. The first pillar is economic diversification and structural transformation. The greatest mistake any resource-rich nation can make is to become dependent on a single commodity. Oil is finite. Current estimates suggest that Uganda's petroleum resources may support production for approximately 25 to 30 years. That is a relatively short period in the life of a nation. Therefore, oil must be viewed as a springboard, not a destination. The revenues generated from petroleum should be invested strategically to promote both vertical and horizontal integration across the economy. They should strengthen sectors that will continue to create wealth long after the last barrel of oil has been extracted. Priority should be given to agriculture and agro-processing, science and technology, energy generation, manufacturing, transport, infrastructure, education, and skills development. The objective should be clear: to build an independent, integrated, self-sustaining economy that can thrive for generations beyond the lifespan of our oil reserves. Kassim Nachivinge Kakunguru has consistently demonstrated a commitment to fostering unity, dialogue, and service within the Muslim community and our country at large. This luncheon provides an important opportunity for reflection, fellowship, and collective commitment to Uganda's future. I also wish to thank Almighty Allah, the most merciful and most compassionate, for the blessings He has bestowed upon our nation and upon each of us and you, the leaders gathered here today, our captains of industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kaif halukum? I am deeply honored to join you today at this luncheon. Allow me first and foremost to express my sincere gratitude to Your Highness Prince Kassim Nachivinge Kakunguru for organizing this gathering and for extending to me the privilege of sharing a few remarks. I should have addressed, of course, our political leaders who need no introduction because they were here before me. Prince Kasim Nachivinge Kakunguru has consistently demonstrated a commitment to fostering unity, dialogue, and service within the Muslim community and our country at large. This luncheon provides an important opportunity for reflection, fellowship, and collective commitment to Uganda's future. I also wish to thank Almighty Allah, the most merciful and most compassionate, for the blessings He has bestowed upon our nation and upon each of us and you, the leaders gathered here today. The electoral process that has brought you to positions of leadership is not merely a personal achievement.
Mama, nti ebifo bye mulimu si byakujabaata, si byakuzannyiramu. Ne Muhoozi w'otudde si wakuzannyiramu, si kukinagukira ku bantu. Togenda kukola ebikolobero okola abantu otulugunya abantu b'abandi nedda. Okitegedde toli wa kitalo nga bw'oluwuuza. Ebyo byokola si gwe asoose okubikola. Bangi bazze babikola ne gye bamalidde tobanyumidde. Ebigweredde tebibadde birungi gye bali era bamaliriza nga bali miranga nga bali mu maziga. Kati naawe wandibanga gy'ogenda okumalira, wandibanga gy'ogenda okumalira gye kigenda okuggweera tojja kubyagala, tojja kunyumirwa. Okitegedde bulungi? Wandibanga naawe ennamusa byokola olwaleero nga bagenda kubikola Amama Mbabazi bw'agamba. Okitegedde si musanyufu naye kubikolwa. Ebikolwa Muhoozi Kayine Lugaba y'okulowooza nti ye wa kitalo nnyo kitagambwako.
Windfall revenues should not be squandered on short-term consumption or projects designed merely to satisfy immediate political demands. Rather, they should be invested in durable national capacity, investments that enhance productivity, competitiveness, and long-term economic resilience. The third pillar is the eradication of subsistence poverty. While Uganda has achieved significant macroeconomic progress over the years, many households, as we all know, remain trapped in subsistence production. True national transformation will occur only when economic growth translates into improved livelihoods for ordinary citizens. The benefits of the emerging oil economy, including local content opportunities, employment creation, entrepreneurship, infrastructure development, and value chain expansion, must reach the everyday Ugandan family. The measure of success will not simply be growth statistics. It will be whether families can earn stable incomes, educate their children, access quality health care, and participate meaningfully in the money economy. Honorable members, if I were to summarize your responsibility in a single phrase, I would describe it as pragmatic stewardship and generational wealth building. You are trustees of a finite resource. You are custodians of an inexhaustible national asset whose benefits must extend far beyond the present generation. You are bridge builders between Uganda's past and its future, between subsistence livelihoods and an industrialized, knowledge-based economy. You are champions of accountability. You are champions of anti-corruption. and institutional integrity. The success of Uganda's transformation will depend not merely on policies and plans, but on the ethical standards with which those policies are implemented. Members of Parliament gathered here today. One of the great strengths of this gathering is that it brings together Muslim leaders from different political parties, I believe, different regions and different perspectives. Some of you serve on the government side. Arunda is one example. Others serve in opposition. I don't know an example. That diversity is healthy for democracy. Yet, there are moments when the interests of the nation and the welfare of our people must transcend partisan divisions. Uganda's transformation requires unity of purpose. Listen to one another. Respect differing viewpoints. Seek common ground. Present a united front whenever the national interest demands it, particularly on issues of development, poverty eradication, education, youth empowerment, and ethical governance. Political competition should never prevent collaboration in areas where the future of our country is at stake. Finally, as Muslim leaders, you carry a dual responsibility. You represent your constituencies, but you also serve as ambassadors of Islamic values. Let integrity guide your conduct. Let honesty shape your decisions. Let compassion inform your policies. Let justice define your leadership. The people should see in your actions the values that Islam teaches: trustworthiness, humility, service, fairness, and accountability. If you uphold these principles, you will not only serve your country well, you will leave behind a legacy that future generations will honor and remember. May Allah grant you wisdom in leadership, courage in decision-making, sincerity in service, and success in fulfilling the trust that has been placed upon you. May Allah bless Prince Kasim Nachibingi Kapunguru for his continued leadership and service. May Allah bless the Muslim community, and may Allah bless the Republic of Uganda.
Amawulire bulungi yoyo omukulu Amama Mbabazi naye ayagala obukulembeze obulungi, obukulembeze obutali bulungi obutanyuma naye tebumunyumira, naye awulira bimumenya, naye alaba bibi, alaba Uganda giragasiwe wu. Kyo kye mwatukwasa omwana ne mumukaza obuyinza bw'eggwanga lyaffe, eyo gyatuvuga tudda mugamba obukulembeze busana kuba bulungi naye ate mmwe si bye mukola.